Welcome back.
Welcome back. I like Lily.
Hey.
She's really
Lily
cute.
is really cute. I honestly really like most of these girls. They're very cute. They're very sweet. Their personalities are different and fun, and they're not just like hot babes, which is nice and refreshing.
Yeah, like it really does have more depth than like the
porn.
When it got sexual, it got sexual incredibly fast and like really, I was like, whoa, this is a lot all at once. But like the build up to get there, and like you find out who Emmy is and like her trauma and her life and her experiences, and like you find out a lot about her and is like a person, and she has a personality, and it's nice. And then you get to see her boobies, so it's fun.
yeah, and it's like I think in all honesty, it's a lot more tasteful than other anime titty simulators.
Yeah, where they're like giant jugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, her body is like, of course she's like super fit and whatever, so what, but she's like, she's real. So that's what a runner's body would look like, you know, most likely. Like, it's still with anime on, but it's more realistic than like over, because if it was any other thing, it'd be a runner with the biggest tits, and that would never happen because it
like,
fucking
I watch
hurts.
her because she has big boobs and it bounces.
And it smacks her in the eyes and gives her black eyes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like, it just,
I like my women beaten.
it's nice. I like it.
Where are these speckles?
Stars?
Those are stars. That's the
do you know what
Milky
stars
Way. That's Orion.
For a moment, I try to make clouds with my breath, but the summer's heat doesn't seem to cooperate because it's the summer and I'm a dumbass.
That's the Big Dipper.
Eventually. Oh yeah, there is Orion right here. I was like, you're an
yeah,
idiot.
that's the belt, right?
Yeah, that's the belt.
Oh yeah, and then I see the little dip. Or is that the big dip?
Anyway, eventually she rights herself, taking a quick stretch before taking her bag and leaving me to my two. You tired as well? Lily.
Joe!
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to be Lily?
No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. I just I was looking at the stars.
Okay.
And I got distracted. The festival preparations have been complete chaos. Shizune breathing down my neck doesn't exactly help things either.
Hey, she's only trying to get everything organized. Better now than later, right?
I suppose. I'm going to enjoy relaxing in town tomorrow. That's for certain.
I guess the festival preparations must be taking their toll on both of them. We walk out into the quiet street, talking between ourselves as we carry our bags of food and supplies from the store. Did you see what she was wearing? That's how I'm blind. What's that? I notice a very distinctive figure making its way towards us, silhouetted by the street lamps. Oh, we're gonna get mugged by Kenji. For a second, I think it's another male student from my class, but as he,
She's Hanako,
or
right?
should I have said she, gets closer and I recognize her quickly.
Oh, it's Rin.
Rin, what are you doing out here so late?
Rin?
Lily perks her head, looking like she's trying to focus on listening more keenly. Suddenly it comes to me that I should probably interpret the scene for her. It's Rin, Tezuka, I think that was her last name, from our school. She stiffens at the name and gives a complicated-looking expression, something like a forced fusion of composed smile and painful cringe.
Ah, I understand.
Why? What's happening?
Does everyone just hate Rin because she's different?
Yeah, because she's weird.
She just like she just drifts on her own. She drifts on their own drum.
She
of her
truly
beat
is
on
a
the
plastic bag drifting through the wind.
wave. Yeah,
It's truly what Rin
Yeah.
is.
like oh that fuck
That fucking weirdo.
that fucking hippie.
But I appreciate her because she's so weird.
Guess
Yeah.
Lily knows Rin too.
Yeah, but
And she's
why?
amazing.
Why is she hate her? What could Rin ever have done?
Have feet.
Rin's just weird. But like Rin's route is amazing.
We're gonna do Rin next. I've already decided, but I need Hanako.
Yay.
Rin turns to look at us, looking terribly out of it. I'm not entirely sure if she recognizes either of us, or at least she doesn't acknowledge it if she does. She looks like a zombie or a statue of a zombie. But slowly, other symptoms of understanding seem to light her in her dark eyes. This is something she must react to. Rin blinks once very thoroughly.
Hello.
She's on drugs.
She's a fucking lizard person, so she just sticks her tongue out and licks her own eyeball.
Yeah. There's an awkward pause, everyone waiting for someone else to say something. What are you doing out here this late?
I was wondering about that myself too, just now. Some people asked that just before. I assumed they were wondering the same thing. I didn't know, they didn't know either. I asked, and that's why I'm wondering. So that was pretty much it. It's a murder mystery without the murder. They were going that way.
She turns facing to her right in order to demonstrate the direction the other people were in, as if that was important, then rotates back like a mechanical puppet in one of those overcomplicated clockworks. For a person who gives an impression of being the quiet type, Rin really does use a lot of words to say things that don't need a lot to be said.
She just says things that just... I think you have to be Rin to understand what they mean.
Unsure if she's finished, I say nothing. Neither does Lily, who seems equally robbed of words for this time being. I think that both of us are in fact just scared that any response might provoke her to continue. Our stupefied lack of reaction doesn't faze Rin at all. She keeps looking at us expectantly, a calm hint of expression on her blank face. She seems to be that kind of person, always so relaxed. As if bull elephant-grade sedatives were flowing in her veins in the place of blood.
Yeah. Rin's theme is real good. Do you have amnesia? I don't recall you having anything of the sort, though.
No, I don't think it's that. The other passerby were probably just worried, though. You do really look lost. The way you're staying in the middle of the street.
Oh, I see. Unlike Lily. Maybe I should have taken some other kind of pose in that case.
Ponder for a while whether I should chase this angle further, or give up for the sake of my own sanity. Decide on the latter. Seems that most of the time it's better to not read too deeply into what Rin is babbling about. Talking with Rin is like playing chess with a supercomputer who does seemingly completely random moves as if to mock everything you know about chess. It's like that, except with human interaction. That's a solid way of explaining it. And even if I win, it feels like losing. Damn, it's just like Kenji said, even if I win, I lose. Is it the power of the girls in Yamaku? I push that thought aside as too dangerous to consider further. It's probably just Kenji's anti-female propaganda getting to me during a moment of weakness. Yeah, maybe taking another pose might have worked. So anyway, you have no idea what you're doing here. She frowns, looking extremely displeased at either my question, its consequences, or the answer she's about to give.
I do have some idea. I can't really tell what kind of idea. That sounds like progress, at least.
Lily sounds as if she's spotted an opening for some kind of discernible, normal conversation. I can't say I share her optimism.
Yes, there is. Some, definitely. The rest will come later. I'm sure of it. I always have reasons.
The ensuing silence kills Lily's hope all too visibly. That didn't last long. Rin's, as far as I can tell, unbased. Assurances aside, what should be done?
Cringe, even.
Yeah. We could just leave her to her own devices, whatever those are, but it's late, and I don't think we'll be getting any thanks if Rin is found standing here in the middle of the night, which she probably will, unless she manages to remember what she was doing here in the first place. As for me, trying to guess what might have been going on in her mind when she decided to embark on this adventure, chances seem to be on par with winning the lottery, several times in a row. Lily is oddly quiet too. I appreciate some sort of support from the sidelines here, especially if she's familiar with Rin than I am. But it can't be helped. It seems her familiarity with Rin is exactly why she's staying subdued. So I assume you were going somewhere and not coming back to the school. Any idea where? Her eyes widen in shock and she jolts back in a somewhat artificial way, making it seem like an act rehearsed for the situations like this.
Are you a mind reader? Is that your disability? How unique.
What? No, what? Oh, why would you think that?
You knew what I was doing.
face. It's just an educated guess. We walked the same street in the other direction just before to get to the store. If you were going to school, we would have met you on the other way.
Oh.
She looks a little disappointed. Like Kenji, Rin appears quick to jump to completely irrational conclusions. Maybe something in the water here. Make a mental note to stock up on soft drinks. Oh, he's turning into Kenji too. Everyone's like conspiring against each other and just all becoming their own unique brand of Kenji. You know, that is the second time this week that someone asked if I was a mind reader. Do I really give off that impression? Rin shrugs her shoulders, which is all the answer I get. You know.
Maybe you should come with us back to the school.
Lily interjects just as I'm about to further debunk my alleged mind-reading capabilities. She sounds rather concerned. The paper-thin smile on her face badly disguised that fact. Maybe she came to the same conclusion as I did for everyone's sake. I decided to let the mind-reading topic drop as it's entirely inane anyway. Is that a typo?
Inane. No, it's right.
Okay. Yeah, Lily's right. If I can't remember, there's no point staying here. Rin considers this rather simple deduction for a moment, then nods.
Okay.
We started towards the school again, having wasted more time than necessary with this episode of SUBPARCADE. Rin walks along the edge of the sidewalk in her rhythmic way. Haha. Looking like
your
a
heart.
mix of...
Ha 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 ha.
I farted. I keep farting. While Lily keeps one hand on my shoulder, tapping at the ground with her cane. Tap, step, step, tap, tap, step, step, step. Nice beat. Apart from that, a few fragmented beginnings of conversation is quiet. Quiet, apart from the relaxing one in the town at that. So how's the mural going?
We are going to get bad luck. Never talk about works in progress. I'm sure it'll be. It's hard switching.
Yeah.
It's fun to listen to you
I'm
guys
sure
talk
it'll
to
be
yourselves.
wonderful. I'm sure. Bad luck.
Tap, step, step, tap, step. She doesn't care to talk about it. Lily's politeness feels out of place for the first time. Step, step, step. The hill Yamaku rests on top is surprisingly deep. Going uphill, we slow the pace, but I still feel my pulse rising and breathing getting heavier. Although there, I can see the gates already. More than that, though, I notice that Lily's hand slightly tightens on my shoulder. Interpreting it as a gesture that she wants to ask something, I speak up. Anything wrong, Lily? I resist the urge to say aside from our traveling companion, but only just. For a moment, she seems to debate whether she should even bring it up, but goes for it anyway.
Is everything alright?
Alright, how do you mean? The fact that I can't interpret her incredibly vague question puts her off for a second.
It's just, you seem unusually tired, I guess.
Oh, now that she brings it up, I notice that my breathing is strangely heavy. The uphill walk has really done a job for me. He's like a smoker, you know? Like, going uphill like that?
It sucks. I start breathing heavy too. I'm also out of shape and my heart isn't broken.
Yeah, but, you know, he probably sounds like really...
Yeah, he's probably like...
what should we say?
His, lungs have holes in them.
Does either one of these give us Hanako points?
One of them gives you the Kenji ending.
Well, I don't want the Kenji ending. I want Hanako.
Okay. Just be honest.
Sorry, I'm not in very good condition?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's alright, just need to catch my breath. My condition isn't the best these days.
Oh. And I'll say it right now, a big part of, one of the lessons that this game has to teach is just sort of being honest and accepting of, and, just not ignoring your, problems and running away from them. And that's, because doing that, is going to, end up killing you, is what this game teaches.
What is this, an after-school special?
Leanie.
What?
It's cute and wholesome. You need to be
It's
open
cute and
about your
wholesome.
condition so everyone knows why you can and can't do certain things.
Yeah.
And you can live a fulfilling life.
Exactly.
Unless they're eugenists, they'll probably kill you. Anyway.
Is it something that is related to you being transferred here? I mean,
She cuts herself off rather abruptly, maybe realizing she was being a bit intrusive. Her instincts are sharp though, and while I don't like the subject, it's not like I should lie about it. If it's Lily, I don't think I'd mind. Rin, on the other hand, I'm just a little weak for the time being.
Hanako said you look fairly healthy, so I naturally thought.
Lily doesn't finish her sentence again, letting it trail off with a measure of concern. As she furrows her brow, Lily's uncomfortable expression spurs me to say at least something to ease her feelings. I'd be like Rin. I want to guess everyone's.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
It's surprising.
The problem must be in your pants.
Yeah.
Is it your beehole? Considering her straightforward attitude with her own business, she must know that not all share her own comfort about such things. No, it's okay. I have a pretty, I guess the best way to put it would be messed up heart arrhythmia. I had a heart attack a while ago because of it and spent most of the spring in a hospital. Ended in Yamaku on doctor's orders. She silently nods her head in acknowledgement. My answer, though, only seems to make Lily furrow her brow even more. She doesn't seem to quite know how to react, given we don't really know each other that well. Can't really fault her for it, given I have the exact same reaction. To my surprise, in a moment's time, her face shows that she comes to some sort of realization.
Oh, wait. So the time when you and Emmy collided in the hallway.
I grimace slightly. Her ability to connect the dots is quite fast. It's unexpected. Yeah, I guess I'm a textbook example of why those rules about running in the corridors exist. That was a lot more dry than I had intended. Lily visibly shies away from continuing the topic. While I do want to...
A sausage.
A sausage, her concern. I really don't want to dwell on this further. I almost said Assange.
I don't know how you say
Julian
that word.
Assange.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I try to offer a reassuring smile, but then I realize the futility. Without knowing this, Lily smiles at me reassuringly, but doesn't say anything further. Arriving at the dorms, Rin stops in front of her mural as if lightning struck her. She has been quiet for almost all the walk back that I had but forgotten she was there.
It's Friday, isn't it? Yes. Friday, the 8th of June.
Oh,
This is bad.
oh no. That don't make her sad.
Bad? Why? I think I'm gonna go in a fetal position and then throw up. Possibly in reverse order. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. It's Friday. Nothing's wrong yet. The mural is going to need to be finished by Sunday, so everything's alright. Do you have any drugs? Or a time machine?
Knew it.
This is not good. It's not good.
So she's behind her schedule, recalling Chesney's exasperation at Rin's carefree attitude several days ago. But I don't know what to think. She has left herself open for a told you so, unless she can pull off whatever she needs to pull off by Sunday morning. Rin keeps staring at her mural, looking as mortified as she can.
Leave me. I'm going to need to work for a while.
I glance at Lily, expecting her to share an incredulous look with me as I roll my eyes, but then I realize she's not the one to do that kind of thing.
Leave me.
Get out, get out, get out!
Yeah.
Well, we do, of course, not want to aggravate her any more than she already is. There is a churning bad feeling in my gut. Rin sure has a knack of making people feel worried about her. She seems like a person who should never be left alone. Maybe we should call someone? She sounded like she was going into a shock or something. Yeah, call Emmy.
And this is why, remember when she woke up in the fetal position? Outside, by the dorms? Remember?
When was
No.
In
that?
Emmy's route?
No.
When Emmy describes how she took Rin to bed.
To
Nope.
the vet?
To bed.
Yeah, to like her bed. Remember?
Why do I not remember that at all?
I don't remember that at all.
You don't. You do not.
I do not.
Did that happen at all and you're just
Okay.
fucking with us?
Yeah, I think he's lying
No,
to us.
that did happen.
He's
It
gaslighting
did.
us.
I'm not gaslighting you. Not this time. I have every other time.
Dang. Yeah.
I was gaslighting you about in Wonderland with the Tin Man.
Yeah, and this isn't really Hanako's route, Lily's.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll be just fine. She's just a how to say?
How you say cucumber?
Lily cocks her head a little, trying to find a polite way to calling Rin crazy without calling her crazy. Unique?
Yes, a very unique person.
Guess you could say that. She giggles at the notion melodiously, nodding in agreement.
Sorry about leaving you stranded as you talk to her. I don't really understand her, so I keep my distance.
So my guess was right. Lily offers a slight apologetic smile as if she was sorry that her own shortcomings had prevented her from becoming closer to Rin. I'm not one to blame her at all. Lily lets a slip of breath, probably a disguised yawn. Imagine she's as exhausted by all this as I am. Better. Ugh.
I'd better leave now and give these to Hanako. Thank you for the company, Hasao.
She smiles very sweetly at me. It feels different than normal, despite the fact that she seems to be smiling so often. I can't put my finger on it what the difference is. Is she hitting on me? Relax, I'd say, but that's probably just relief of getting rid of Rin, maybe. Yeah, good night. Say hi to Hanako for me.
I will. Good night.
Please say hi.
I will. I will.
Please say hi to Hanako, please. You're just crying on your knees. Please say hi to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time?
Yeah, do you have to get ready for work?
Sure. Yeah, I have to get ready for work.
Joe has to work. So
You know, like, and here's like a little thing about work, because I worked like on February 14th. I worked Valentine's Day, you know, and I guess I can say this, but I saw the fear of God in a lot of men's eyes as they were all buying flowers and balloons and chocolates, like that, like they felt like they were gonna get smited. Like if they didn't, like, and it was so last minute too.
well, they
It was
need
pretty
to put
funny.
they need to put more thought into their gifts then, if they're that fucking scared. Jesus. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
One tweet I saw was like, my girlfriend said that Valentine's Day is really important to her, so I'm really excited to see what she's planned.
Yeah.
Oh, you sweet angel.